Hello everyone and welcome back to another Plane Dude 777 video, and today we'll be looking at the Singapore Airlines 737-800 business class product from Penang to Singapore. So let's just get right into it. Here we are at the Penang airport and we will be checking in at the business class area for Singapore Airlines. It is a pretty small check-in area given the limitations of the Penang airport, so we got through this very quickly. And here it is, the Singapore Airlines business class ticket, as well as a lounge invitation to the Plaza Premium Lounge at Penang International Airport. Now, this is the only actual business class lounge in the entire airport. There isn't much left to do except head in through immigration, as you can see through this line here. Right after security is this general area, and you can see our flight to Singapore SQ135. The gate is over there to the right side, but for now let's just have a look at plane spotting. Here's this interesting AirAsia A320 featuring the Leicester City Football Club livery. And here we are at the gate featuring the priority lane, although the plane has not arrived yet. So, as one always does, I just arrived earlier to see that the gate exists. Now let's head up to the Plaza Premium Lounge, which all airlines basically use for premium customers, as well as priority pass users. As you can see, it is quite a nice lounge, especially by Malaysia standards, with an outdoor area as well. Now today was quite a full day, so I had trouble finding seating inside. Nonetheless, I was able to look at the catering area, and here's what the rest of the lounge looked like. As you can see, the inside was busy, so I sat outside, alongside a bowl of curry laksa, which was very good, as well as a bowl of tomato soup, which was, well, not as good. There was ample charging stations, and the open space actually felt quite nice and airy, as you can see here. Well, after a while, it was time for us to head to the gate, so let's head on down the escalator. And to the left, you can see the people deplaning from the international airport and going back into immigration, which is a cool design of the airport. And here it is, the Singapore Airlines 737-800 converted from the former Silk Air 737. It is quite a nice looking plane. And soon enough, it was already time for boarding. Now as a business class passenger, of course, we got priority boarding. So let's quickly head on into the plane. And here is the standard recliner seat featuring a pillow and a blanket. And here I am sitting in 1A, the bulkhead seat, in a 2-2 business class configuration with only 3 rows of business class. The legroom is quite good. And here is the view from the left side of the plane with the 737 winglet and a DHL A330 in the cargo area. To the left of the seat are some of the seat controls as well as the tray table. And here's what the blanket looks like, which is nice and plush. And here's the pillow itself. Again, nice and plush. Pre-departure drink, I got a simple orange juice and hot towel. And now let's have a quick look at the business class menu. It isn't a large menu since it's only a short flight, so you can see what I got a little later on. Nonetheless, I do think that this is quite a good selection, even for such a shorter flight. So I would say that Singapore Airlines standard is quite high. Feel free to pause if you want to.
If not, some information for the flight will take us approximately 1 hour on the way. So for your safety, do have your seatbelt securely fastened whenever you are seated. And just before we commence our descent into Singapore.
Now unfortunately, there was an hour delay due to the weather, so we got a water bottle. And after an hour's waiting, which honestly wasn't that bad because the cabin crew were actually quite friendly and tended to our every need. So soon enough, the flight safety video was playing and we were starting to head back.
Pull the mask down sharp. Secure your mask first before helping others. It is normal for the bag to not fully inflate. There are several emergency exits.
Looks like a busy day at Penang International Airport, which is why I hear that they'll be expanding in a few years.
Stowed
And here's another view
Takeoff
featuring the
and
Korean
landing.
Air Cargo 777. It is almost time for us to take off, so please do enjoy the following takeoff footage. Drinks were handed out again after takeoff, and I went back with the good old trusty orange juice. Now the flight itself was actually quite bumpy overall, but I did think that the captain and the crew did their best to calm everyone down. And soon enough, it was time for the meal featuring a salmon appetizer, and of course I got the salmon main, which I thought was actually really good, both the starter and the main itself. So again, Singapore Airlines definitely does catering right, no matter where they fly from. After enjoying a really nice meal, it was almost time for us to descend into Singapore, showing how short of a flight this was. As such, do enjoy the following landing footage. And here we are in Singapore after a 1.5 hour flight. Well, you can add on another hour for the weather delay. But overall, I thought it was a nice flight, business class wise. But looking at this flight individually, I do think that the price is quite high and doesn't necessarily justify the price of the flight and service itself. Although unless if you're flying beyond to other places like I am right now, I do think that it is a nice little addition before you go on a mainline Singapore flight to elsewhere. So overall, I'm happy with the experience itself, and I'm happy with the Singapore Airlines 737-800 business class, even if it was just a short flight. I did think that the cabin crew were great, the service was great, and the food was great. And now we will be heading into Changi International Airport, where I will be awaiting my next flight. As such, I would give this flight an 8 out of 10. Nothing too surprising here, just a solid, great flight with a classic Singapore Airlines expectation and quality. And that's all for this quick flight review. Please like and subscribe for more, and this is Plain Dude 777 signing out from Singapore Changi Airport.